Hi, so good evening, everybody. Today, I have the privilege of having two of the most wonderful people with me. One is part of the Cerebellum family in the form of a faculty and a very popular faculty at that, Dr. Anand sir. He's a pediatrics faculty. And second with me, also a part of the Cerebellum family, but I would say a student who has made us proud, and that happens to be Dr. Bushra Ali. Now, before we talk about how did Dr. Bushra prepare, just a small tad bit of information about Dr. Bushra. She aced the exam in her very first attempt, and not only that, but she scored a marvelous 190, particularly in an exam which was a bit different from the earlier ones. I think that is a very wonderful score. So, first of all, heartiest congratulations from the Cerebellum family to you, Dr. Bushra, and your family members. How is the feeling?
Sir, it feels like the gush of dopamine. I feel very happy, and my family members are also very happy. Myself, like Bushra Ali, and I have graduated from University Geomedi, Georgia, and this was my first attempt. I secured 190 marks.
Great, wonderful. So like 190 and first attempt, I think this itself is like one of the एक बहुत मिसाल है हमारे आने वाले बच्चों के लिए, like first attempt पे it is definitely possible. But I want to ask you one beautiful question that what was your reaction when the result came and who saw the result and did you believe it? Like please tell us about it.
Sir, I when the result came, the notification just popped up in on my phone, and it was like I believe that it's a fake call because everybody was doing kind of they're posting fake PDF and all, but then when I saw on the website, I found that it's actually true. I just put my roll number over there and I saw the 190 mark and my heartbeat, it was very fast. I feel like my body, it's very cold. Then I called my friend at that time and I asked her to, reassure me that whether I pass or not. Then she said, no, you are passed. She sent me screenshot and it was a very wonderful feeling. I first messaged my brother that my exam has been cleared and they were very happy. All were very happy. My brother and my brother has been actually a very great support for me throughout my journey, not for this exam but throughout the course as well in Georgia. So he is literally a very, and I'm very thankful to my family.
So I think that is a very wonderful way of now looking forward to the festival of Raksha Bandhan, and that's a very wonderful gift from your side to him for all that he has done for you, no?
Actually, yeah, sir.
Okay.
That's wonderful. And also, I wanted to ask you, like, your journey has been amazing. Like, how was your approach? Like, if some new student is watching our interview and wants to take a lesson from you, or like, if he wants to start from scratch, like, how was your approach? Could you share a little bit about that?
Firstly, I would like to suggest them that start early as soon as, because everyone knows that once they will go to India, they have to clear this exam. So start early, make your own notes. Don't go for shortcuts. Watch the full video lectures. Understand the concept. That's the main thing. Also, the main thing is keep revising the content. It's not like that you watch the video once and then you are not revising it. You are just piling up the content, and when you will review the content maybe after 6 months or 5 months, you are starting just afresh and you are wasting the time. So just keep revising and do do not to follow the shortcuts, just do the main thing.
Yeah, so I think that is a very wonderful message that you have given to people, that all the success that people see, right, is actually the effort of the months and months or perhaps years and years of the hard work which has been put in by a person. So it is not towards the last few weeks or few days of efforts, but it is the effort of years which has ensured that you have got such a wonderful result.
Yes.
Dr. Prasad, in fact, if there are any people who are watching you, and I'm sure there are people all over the globe who are watching you now, would you be kind enough to share? I mean, what exactly is the best time to start? I mean, should it be like the first year? Should it be like the second year? Or should it be like the final year for the people over there?
Sir, I would recommend that you should start from first year itself
Okay.
because the video lectures are very much informative. They are the main video, especially they are teaching you from the basics itself. So if you have the opportunity and you must go for the from your first year itself, and if not, maximum start by third year. Don't waste more time. Just third year will be a very good time to start on.
Okay.
Yes.
That thank you so much for sharing. And again, to all our viewers, we have among us Dr. Bushra. She has scored 190, and that's a fantabulous first attempt rank, which is mind blowing. And also, I'm noting down also whatever she has told. Like she's told that make your own notes. Like whatever, ma'am, you had said, they, मतलब 16 आने सच है. That it's so very true. Definitely, you must start on time. Definitely, you make your own notes and watch the full videos. We have a lot of queries, people saying, is it okay if I watch only the rapid revision? If I watch the mission FMG and all that? I always tell them, if you have time, please watch the video properly, because the topic will remain the same, but the question will definitely change. Some people have this copy paste wala habit, so that's very scary. Then a question I want to ask you, I myself have this query, like how to not lose hope. Like there'll be times in life you'll be dejected, there'll be times when people will comment on you, and even this question is for, there are a lot of students who are watching our show having a third and fourth attempt कि शुरू में तो अच्छा लगता है सर, लेकिन फिर दोबारा बहुत नेगेटिव फीलिंग आती है. तो हाउ टू नॉट लूज होप, व्हाट वाज योर थिंग अबाउट इट?
Sir, it's very difficult question, I would say, because this feeling, it comes in everybody minds that we tend to lose hope soon. But the thing is that one should believe in their own hard work. Also, when such a situation come, try to connect with people, try to share your emotions with them. Especially, you must have some close people, for example, maybe your brother or maybe your friend, with whom you can share your emotions, and you should have a good supportive system so that they can keep you boosted up, and they should not let your morale down. Whenever you go off track, they should be standing there for you to to remind you that no, you have to do it, you are capable enough. They should always keep on sparking the belief in you that no, you are meant for this and you will do it. So the support system is, I think, which is very much necessary.
In fact, that has been the case, which we got as a feedback from a lot of people. A lot of platforms definitely are offering the pre-recorded content. That's very wonderful. But personally, the feedback that people shared for the mission programs that we launched was the fact that people felt a connect to it, because they felt that, there is a faculty who is now on a regular basis having a connect with them, so they can have the clarification of their doubts there and then. Then the other advantage is that it instills a sense of discipline in them, because they know that, every 5:30 every day there's going to be some session or the other. And then it helps them make a particular plan or a schedule so far as the teaching is concerned. So in
And
that,
I
Hanji.
Yeah, I would like to add on to this. Like, it's not that you are spending whole days watching videos. Cerebellum has beautifully come up with a very much scheduled plan in which you are spending only 5 to 6 hours watching videos and making your own notes. But rest of the whole day you are having for revision, for doing the MCQs, for understanding the concept. And even, sir, the understanding of concept is not something, you should apply the concept by solving as many MCQs as possible, because if you don't know the art of solving MCQ, understanding the concept is just like it's of no use, I would say. Because the exam is such that you have to solve the MCQ. It's a 300 question MCQ exam. So anyway, you have to learn the art of ruling out the options and marking the correct. And even there are certain questions, even if you don't know the topic, still you can unmark the right answer. And that comes by practicing more and more MCQs.
That's very well put, actually. One more, I have this a question to ask you. Like, is it important to cover the major and minor subjects, or is it okay if I leave some minor subjects and do only major? I've heard students saying कि अरे यार 8-9 subject कर लो, सारे नहीं करने होते, main वाले कर लो, बाकी छोड़ दो. So what was your approach in that?
No, sir. If you will leave the small subjects, and even if you will count that one smaller subject give you 5 marks, minimum of 5 marks, then you are losing 25 marks, which is a major chunk, which is like approximately equivalent to, say, medicine marks. It's a total of 25 marks, and I don't think that it's a right choice. And also, the NB does not follow the correct the number of questions to be asked from particular subject, because this time the psychiatry questions were like so many. There were 10, 11 questions only from psychiatry, and then you are losing that amount or that chunk of marks just like that. So I think it's better if you're unable to do the whole video, at least go for a rapid revision, but don't leave the subject.
Yeah, so I believe that medicine actually is a continuum. So
Yes.
it's very difficult for any student, or for that matter, even we as faculties, to pinpoint that a particular question has been taken from, let's say, biochem, or is it a path question, or is it a pediatrics question. So that categorization becomes a bit difficult at times. And I really appreciate the fact that, as you say, even for practicing medicine, it is not only a science, it's an art. So when you said that word, na, art of solving MCQs, I think that is a very apt thing, because not only you have to know the facts, but you must also know how smartly to utilize those facts for making and ruling out the incorrect options and finalizing your answer to one.
Yes,
Yeah,
sir.
that's very true. And Dr. Bushra, what do you think about studying and doing job at the same time? Like we have a lot of audience who are doing a JR-ship or a job and studying also. And so, how much worth it is, or what was your journey, or according to you, like when should I just only study, or when can I just do study plus job? Because money also is important. So, what do you think?
Yeah, so but it is a very subjective thing, I would say. Also, there are certain people, everyone have different situation in life. But I would say this exam is an exam for your existence, which will give you a title of doctor. And I would say spending 6 months, or maybe let's say 4 months of seriousness, it's worth spending. So if I would recommend, if one should not do the job, and they should focus on studying, because if they will clear the exam, they will have many more opportunities for them which are waiting. And I would recommend not to do the job, and basically to study at least for 4 months, which are very much necessary.
So I think, as they say, it is the law of nature. What you throw back is going to come back to you. So you respect the exam, and the exam is likely to respect you. So
Yes.
let us take it a bit seriously. Now, Dr. Bushra, since you have, I can say safely, you're on the other side, right? So how
Yes.
do you kind of suggest or give the guidance for the people who are likely to appear in the December exam, particularly the people who missed out on clearing the exam, because this time around it was a slightly atypical kind of a paper. It was more application based, more lengthier question, a slightly unexpected pattern, which caught the people off guard. So
Yeah.
what would be your suggestion to them for preparation of the December exam?
Sir, I would, if they want to join some platform, I would recommend that Mission 200 Plus is very good, because I have seen the schedule myself. It's not for, it will be very beneficial. And also, they must practice the question, as many questions as possible. Also, because if this attempt will be their second attempt, they know where they were lagging. So they should sit first and analyze what were they lagging, and they should try to connect the dots. Maybe some were lagging, that they were not able to complete or do as many MCQs as possible, or they were not able to complete the subject itself, or they might have not done the shorter subjects. So they have to analyze in which position they are in, and then they try to solve or come to the conclusion somehow, by filling the gaps, and they will for sure succeed if they will do that. And especially completing the syllabus on time is very much necessary, because the more revision they will do, the more actively they would be able to recall in the exam. Because this exam is not that you will sit in the examination hall and you will think what was the answer. This is an exam of a reflex, that when you read the question, you should be able to come to the answer there and that point, at that point itself. You have to generate the reflex in your learning.
Yeah, that's very true. So, sometimes it gives me joy when I'm taking an interview of a student and who says such beautiful things. I have noted down and I like your quotes and I'm going to use them personally also in my classes. Number one, you said it is not just an exam, it's an exam of your existence. That's very solid line and very true line. And also you said that you need to tell yourself that you are meant for this. So self-motivation, self-telling yourself is very important. And the students, the millions of people who are watching our show, it's a good thought thought that you are meant for this. You need to tell yourself it's the exam of your existence. And that very beautifully she said that it's a reflex how beautifully you revise and revise. Once it comes in paper, like people tell us कि हमें आपकी कान में आवाज आ रही थी कि बच्चा जॉन्डिस होगा तो फोटो थेरेपी को बोला आपकी आवाज मेरे कान में गूंजी, मुझे लगा आनंद से सामने बैठे हैं. So that much, that solidly they revise. And I'll repeat again, Dr. Bushra has told other things also. Number one, she told that start early. So if you're a first year or second year, don't wait for your boyfriend and girlfriend, just start off. Okay. And also she said make your own notes. And जो 100 बात की एक बात वो ये है कि concepts are very very important. एक सिंपल सी कहावत है, कहते हैं 10 किताब को एक बार नहीं, एक किताब को 10 बार पढ़ो. तो एक किताब लें जिसका नाम है सेरिबेलम, उसको 10 बार पढ़ें, बड़े आराम से हो जाएगा. And one thing you didn't tell us, Dr. Bushra, like how many hours roughly you used to study? A whole day or taking breaks in between and all? I had a student who used to say Sunday I used to go to coffee day to have a coffee. I used to feel very good and all that. So what was your thoughts on that?
Sir, I would say not every Sunday, but yes, maybe once or twice in a month you can take, because you have to keep some buffer days in your schedule also for yourself, because definitely there a time will come when you will feel exhausted and you might need the break, and those buffer days will come in action, during that days of exhaustion. So yeah, I think.
Fair enough.
Couple of things that I have been updated about, and I would like to add over here, sir. I'm very pleased to share with all our viewers over here that the amount of faith and the kind of blessing that Dr. Bushra has extended to the Cerebellum family lies in the fact that even after clearing her exam, I have been told that she has extended her subscription because this is likely to be her preferred study partner for preparing for the PG entrance exam as well. And the other important thing I understand is that, I mean, that is my own tad bit of general knowledge. Please do correct me, Dr. Bushra, on that in case I'm mistaken. I think your name means good news itself, no?
Yes, sir.
Good news.
Yeah, and spreading happiness.
Okay.
Yeah.
So I think that itself is going to be a very good omen for us as well, because we keep on praying to the Almighty that we get more wonderful students like you who are believing in us and give us an opportunity to, kind of extend those interview sessions and come up with more success stories.
And as sir, I would wholeheartedly thank all the faculties of Cerebellum, and like they all are amazing, especially you, sir. Your pathology is like very, very good. I still remember the example you gave in the class, like, for IgG, opsonization, the goody words, all mnemonics, all the tricks, it's very, very good.
Thank you.
Wow, very nice. And also, this Dr. Bushra, could you answer one of my questions? Like, see, you are a FMG student. You must be having your juniors, seniors, batchmates, super seniors, and all. And we all know the result cutoff has not been very amazing. It has been little less naturally overall. So, as a FMG student, as you had your journey of 5.5 years abroad, country studying, and all that, where a student is lacking, what do you think? There are students 4 times, 5th time attempt. I have my close friends who are juniors and still they couldn't clear. It's very hard to believe why they're not able to clear. So as you as an FMG student, where a student is lacking, are we not studying from the beginning? Are we doing what? I don't know. What do you think?
Sir, everyone has a capacity to crack this exam, because I have been through this journey. But it's all about how much dedicated you are. It's from within also, and also I think that your friends and surroundings matters a lot, where you indulge yourself maximum time, and how, in life you have to prioritize the things. Too much fun is also not good, and too much study is also something, a very exhaustion. You have to have a balance in life, and I think also in foreign countries, the parenting and the parent control is not there that much. I think that can also be the one of the reason the student feel that they're free, but somehow I would be harsh, but they're cheating their own self, because anyhow, this, as I mentioned, that this exam is an exam for their existence. If not early, they will realize this after 6 years. And anyway, they have to spend these 6 years very wisely, so that they should gain this the name of doctor, in front of their name. It's not something which is gifted. You have to earn it, and you can only earn it by, being genuine to your own self.
That's true. That's very well put, actually, because this is a matter of concern, actually. Like yesterday, only one of my junior of FMG juniors, finally, he called me and he's like, we were discussing about it. He was also worried. Ke itna kaha kya? He's like, sir, was the paper that much crazy that that the last batch couldn't clear it? And I showed him that 15 questions of pediatrics. I was like, ये same questions ही आए हैं सच में, ऐसा कोई बहुत बड़ा नहीं पूछ लिया. He's like, where is the problem? Where is everyone saying so tough paper and all? He was genuinely worried. I was worried are we lacking somewhere? Is the student lacking somewhere? Is the system lacking somewhere? Because we need to have an answer, right? And we all are here to help. We all are doctors. आज मैं इस तरफ हूँ, कल तुम इसी तरफ ही आओगे. हम सब doctors ही हैं. Dr. Sparsh, what's your take on that, bro?
नहीं, मैं तो बहुत I seriously I've been thankfully been in touch with the students for last like 16-17 years, but I must appreciate the fact that there is a certain amount of brutal honesty in which you are speaking, madam, because there are truths which all of us know, but we are sometimes a bit hesitant to admit them. But I must say that a lot of the facts that you stated, be it the non-parental control, be it the fact that people are cheating themselves, be it the fact that people are not putting in the kind of effort that they should be doing it, is all really the exact statement which people share after they clear the exams, and that is what comes out. So I
Yes.
believe that all of the people who are watching you or who know you personally as well would really appreciate the quantum of honesty that you have put in this interview. Now, just to change a bit to a track, Dr. Bushra, we hope that since we have been your success partner in the very first attempt in the FMG, we get the blessing of being study partner for clearing the PG exam also in the first attempt. What would be your specialty of choice?
Sir, I want to become a neurosurgeon.
Wow.
Wonderful.
That's all the more amazing.
I like neurology, like how the human brain functions, and it's very amazing.
I don't know, for some reason, if I may add, I find to some extent, I don't know, time will tell, but I can say with a lot of surety that there is a future teacher in you. I am getting the school vibes of, one of my vice principals over there who used to tell us, and she used to be really harsh. At that time, we didn't used to like her that much. But now, when we are at a place, we very fondly recall her and all her statements, perhaps she was the only one who was most concerned about us. So maybe as a very good senior, as a well-wisher for the students, certain hard-hitting comments, which implemented well, I believe that the people would put in more efforts, and undoubtedly that is going to be reflecting in their results as well. Anand sir, would you like to add something?
True, very true. I mean, one advice I want to give you, Bushra, is that please inspire your batchmates, please inspire your juniors, your seniors. तुम्हारी बातों में एक ठहराव है. You have what you're saying, I am getting it. So if I am getting it, like people will get it. So make sure, dear, that we all inspire, and we all like spread the message that where are we lacking. My junior was saying कि first year में तो हम नहीं पढ़ते थे and all that, and this and that. So it's okay, हम भी कम पढ़ते थे, लेकिन like for you also, you're gonna do PG now, so you should know your mistakes. Like to all the audience also, इंसान को अपने प्रति जवाबदेह होना चाहिए. You should be answerable to yourself. So instead of blaming the God and your relationships or family, I think the first person to be blamed is us only, because we have a hope of improvement, I guess. What do you think, sir?
Absolutely right, sir. I have no doubt to the fact that very true to the place where she belongs to, Meerut. वहाँ का एक sweet cheese famous है, sugarcane. I think that is the sugarcane belt, and the other thing is that we would be having more people like Dr. Bushra, and I very very well recall the fact now that she was one of those few students who used to take active participation in the sessions. At
Yes.
times, we are having the notes in front of us and we are having a feeling कि अच्छा आनंद सर अभी गैलेक्टोसीमिया पढ़ा रहे हैं, अच्छा अभी तो ये पढ़ाएंगे, एल्काप्टोन्यूरिया पढ़ा रहे हैं तो अच्छा ब्लैक यूरिन ही पढ़ाएंगे. But that is a very passive kind of a thing because you have opened the notes in front of you. But there were people like Dr. Bushra who were always indulging in that cross-firing which was taking place from the questions from the faculty's end. And I think that is what active learning is about, and that is what Dr. Zainab also keeps on talking about. So that helps to put that information in the long-term memory, and of course, the results are there for everybody to see.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. And I'll just for our viewers, I have noted the 7 important points which Dr. Bushra have spoken about it. So I'll just say them again so that this class, this video becomes a message for all of us, and that's very important. So what is the take-home message? The take-home message is Dr. Bushra says start early. If you're a first year, second year, wherever you are, dude, just start and be happy. Second, she said make your own notes. That's what she said. एंड वंडरफुली शी सेड अबाउट द कंसेप्ट थिंग कि मेक श्योर आप जो पढ़ें उसमें कंसेप्ट हो, उसमें एक बात हो, रटना नहीं है, अवॉइड क्रैमिंग एंड स्टार्ट अंडरस्टैंडिंग. एंड ऑल्सो दिस क्वेश्चन हैज बीन आस्क्ड मी ऑल्सो, व्हाट अबाउट द फुल वीडियोस? Yes, if you have time, please watch the full videos with lot of Dr. Sparsh and all the amazing faculties have made beautiful videos and you must watch them. So if you guys have time, watch the videos, revise properly. And also she also said one last thing, that's yes, she had a support system. We all have support system, so you guys also find your support system, your friend, your brother, your mother. Every student I have interviewed definitely has a best friend or has someone to call and say I'm not feeling good and all, and they are saying कि नहीं यार हो जाएगा, tension मत लो. So we all need that. Whatever you have your support system, make sure you have with them. And last thing, she has told that you are meant for this, so you need to tell yourself, you have to write on your forehead that you are actually meant for this. If you forget, you just watch somewhere that you are meant for it. And also last thing, it is the exam of your existence, and that is a very solid line which I'll also use. So that's it, sir. Back to you, both of you, if you want to share anything.
Just a final statement from Dr. Bushra before I'll just close it off. So the final message or the final statement from you to all the people who are going to be appearing in the exam subsequent.
Just believe in yourself, be honest to yourself, and you will rock the exam for sure.
So I think that is a very wonderful statement coming from a future neurosurgeon. And all the very best from the Cerebellum family to all members in your family as well, Dr. Bushra. Please do convey our most sincere regards to them. This is a time to celebrate, and hopefully, as and when by any chance or intentionally you land up in Delhi, it will be a pleasure for us to see you in person. Thank you so much for joining at this. Thank you so much, Anand sir, as well.
Thank you, Sparsh sir. Thank you, Dr. Bushra. Thank you so much.
Best wishes again.